Hey, what's up YouTube? This is JillpooThree, and today I got the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, and I'm going to tell you why you have to get this game. This game is awesome. It's not just what you think it is. There's a lot more to it, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. So let's go ahead and start it up while I talk. First of all, there are two different versions, Part 1 and Part 2, obviously. And Part 1 is on the little disc. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. On the the game Switch, whatever we're calling them now. Part 1 through 6 is on that, and the Legacy, second part, Legacy 2, is download. So with the two together, it's about $30. Definitely worth it if you are a Mega Man fan. If you're a Mega Man fan, there is no better $30 to spend than this. Let me turn it down a little bit. So I'm getting audio from the capture, so that'll be fine. Okay, sorry. I'm going to start with 1 through 6. Now, I have 1 through 6 on the NES, and I love them quite a bit. Played them just so much growing up. Still one of my favorite series. Zelda and Mega Man are my two favorite series. But let me show you this. In fact, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. I changed my mind. I lied. Because some of this does require music. Okay, so today I went through and played it all. Obviously, we'll come back to the games in a minute. There's challenges. I'll just go down the list. These are really cool. The Mega Man 1 remix gives you a certain time, so I got 6.5 minutes to beat it, and it will warp you to different little spots throughout all different levels. And there's one for each. No, there's not. There's different ones, and as you play them, you unlock new ones. Right? We have a whole bunch of locked ones. Which this alone is really cool. I'm gonna play the crap out of this, by the way. Now this right here, this dragon. On a side note, back in school, I think 2nd grade, 3rd grade, I used to draw that dragon like all the time. I spent many hours in class, not listening, but drawing that dragon. I just wanted to mention that real quick. You want me to try this? I'll come back and play this in a minute, okay? I want to show you what else there is before you get bored and watch something else. Don't go anywhere, watch this video. This is really cool. I've never seen this before. Music player. So if we go here, you can pick which Mega Man you want, and it will have literally all the songs from the game. Select stage. Game start. Cut man, of course you can read. I don't have to read it to you. But the fact that this is built in is really cool to me. If you ever need to rip some music off of the game, it's a very clean way of doing it. Has all the levels, even Dr. Wily. That's a really cool feature, I think. I really like having that. And again, it's for all of them. All the Mega Mans, 1 through 6, all the classic series. Straight out of the box, the controls are the way they should be. The main reason I didn't buy this game sooner is I was afraid the buttons were going to be backwards like some of the games are. I forget which one I'm thinking. There's one of them that was real bad. I can't think of it right now, but it was like a collection like this. And I couldn't even play it, it was so bad. So anyway, this is the way it should be. But if you do want to switch around stuff, you do have the option here, which is cool. We'll get to that in a minute too. You can scan your amiibos. Let's get into the games. I'll show you some stuff about the games too, which is really cool. So on this disc we have Rockman, which was the Japanese way. Japanese Famicom came out in Japan, obviously, but Rockman was the name of Mega Man. And I have 3, 4, and 5 on the Famicom, but This is where you select which one you want to play. It does have the official Famicom artwork, which is really, really cool. Because it's much different than the American artwork, which is still cool, but I like having this to look at. So let's pick one. Let's start with one. From here, you can play it. You can go to the database, which this is just a little stuff you can read through, little fun facts. This is what I want to show you. The museum. You have antiques right here. The box art from Japan is scanned into the game, which is really cool. You can get the front, the back, the cartridge, the manual, front, manual, back. Whoop. Sorry, I just flew through those accidentally. I don't even know how that happened. I just went to the bottom somehow. Sorry. But you can see all the artwork here, Russian art. Okay, the European cartridge, I have never seen it until today. Just when you thought you've seen it all, you haven't. That's a really cool cover right there. They even have the European box art scanned in. Which, as a fan, I love that they do that. I've never seen anybody do that before. I'm sure it's happened before, but I've never seen it. Mega Man advertisement in the US. Of course, the cartridge. The box itself. That's cool. Here's the Japanese advertisement right here. Oh, quit doing that. They keep skipping around, I don't know why. Yeah, so that's all the important ones. And of course, when you select on a different, like part 2, part 3, you can look at all the artwork for that game respectively, which is awesome. So it's all there for you to look at. This is where you get to the controls. I want to talk about this for a minute too, but I want to talk about this inside the game. So let's start playing the game first. You can pull that screen up very easily from inside the game. So you can play it as Rockman if you want. You can switch it to Mega Man. It's just the title screen's different, pretty much. So that's cool. That's pretty sweet. Okay, let me get some coffee. Okay, so everyone knows the order for this. Gut, cut, like ice, fire, bomb. But I'm gonna start with Cut Man because I'm a weirdo. Just to kind of show you some of the options you have once you play. Now, if you're noticing, you can't tell right now, but I'm playing on my 55-inch Samsung TV, and I have never before played Mega Man on a 16:9 screen in 1080. This is probably actually 720, but aside from that, it is 16:9. So the entire 55-inch is taken up, and it looks awesome. It's really cool. That alone, honestly, that alone would be worth it right there. Because usually when you play it, it's 4:3. And you do have that option too. Let me think. So, you can also create save states, and you can load your saved games, which is really cool. That's one option you can't really do in the Mega Man. You have to kind of play through it. This will help you play a little bit, stop for a while, come back. So once you get to the screen option, I'm on wide right now. If you go to full, you can see right there, behind the menu, it kind of shrinks a little bit. And then the original one, that's 4:3 right there. So if you need to have that, you can. It's good to have options, right? If you want to do 4:3 and turn the border off, like that, you can. Here, I'll show you that real quick. Just so you see what it looks like. Cool, right? We're all together on that. Um, but I'm going to switch it back to wide because I love it. Wide, border off. Filter. Filter's kind of weird. I kind of have to show you this a little bit. It was off a minute ago, so the screen looked very clean. If you want to add like an old-timey looking filter, you can like this. And it just gives it that vintage look like your old TV used to have. I don't really like it. It kind of adds weird artifacts here and there. I'm just not a fan compared to the clean look of what we had it a minute ago. But if you wanted to do monitor, that's even more of that effect, pretty much. You get a lot of weird artifacts. I don't know if you can tell, but on the big screen you can tell. I got my ass kicked. And then we're getting to the controls next. I did tell you that already that the controls are the way they should be as far as A and B orientation. But if you go to CPU speed, you have original and turbo. And let me show you that difference. We all know the original speed. How if you have like 4 or 5 enemies on one screen at the same time, it kind of slows down a little bit. That's what that option is. Eeh. I think the next screen, hang on, let me get to the next screen real quick. I'm pretty sure that one has a lot of enemies. It's the one after here. Well, you know what I'm talking about. You know how the screen like kind of stutters a little bit. It is the next one. For some reason, the jump is a little different on this mode, at least. But if you go switch it to turbo, where am I? I like turbo. To me, that's a better, more natural feel. The jump is kind of more responsive that way. So I prefer widescreen, filter off, CPU speed, turbo. Because that takes advantage of the Switch's CPU as opposed to the NES's CPU, basically. And I guess playing this my entire life on the NES controller, I'm just so used to that the controller is a little bit different feeling, but it feels good. It's like I could get used to this pretty quick, I'm sure. You know. And I did, I don't know how long ago it was, maybe 6 months ago, I did my very first YouTube stream, live stream, and what I did is I played Mega Man from start to finish, Mega Man 1, start to finish, and when I beat it, my NES Mini I was playing through glitched out, and the ending like stopped. Not only was that tragic, but after that, I found out there was no audio in the stream. So something went haywire, and I ended up deleting the whole video. It was like almost an hour long. It was a good video. I went through the entire game. I talked about memories that I had and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe one day I'll redo that video and kind of play through Mega Man in its entirety, because it is an awesome game. Someday I'll do that probably. I don't know about today. This is more of a, this is why you need this game. How would you do that? Okay, so this is Mega Man 1. I guess I'll go ahead and show you the collection 2, because that's Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? Boom! Okay, cool. So we're on board so far with all of the extra options that it comes with. To me, the extra options alone are worth it. Can I? Yes. Quit. So again, the fact that you can save and return to your save states is really cool. You can play music. You can check out the original artwork. Somewhere there's an option to play Rockman or Mega Man. And again, it's just a tile screen, but that's still cool. You can scan your amiibos. I don't have any that would do anything for this game, but okay, so let's exit out of here. Here we go. And I'll show you the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Now again, for that, you do have to download it. It's not included. I mean, it is included, but you have to download it. It's not part of the cartridge. It took me about 20 minutes to download. So I did it before the video, so you wouldn't have to sit there and wait. Oh man. Hang on. Here we go. Sorry. I thought I figured out how to use a Switch by now. I guess not. I guess not. So anyone that knows me knows that Mega Man X is just not my thing. I don't know why. I just never got into the X series. To me, it was just much, much different than the classic Mega Man, which is what I fell in love with. And it was just so different. I just never played it much. Like, I have a few of them, but maybe one day I'll get into it more than I am now. But that day is not today. Okay, so this one has the same challenges, museum, music player options as part 1. One thing that is cool is 7 and 8 are the X series, and 9 and 10 are the classic series. These came out for download only on the Wii, and I do own them on one of the Wiis that I have. I have like 4 different Wiis, I think 4 or 5 Wiis. I'm pretty sure it's my main Wii that I bought the games on, and I did play them when it first came out a lot, but I haven't really played it since it came out. So this is going to be a good way for me to get back into 9 and 10 and really dive into it. So I'll show you real quick. Now I think 9 and 10. I think 9 and 10 you can't do full screen. I don't know why. Maybe you can, but I don't think you can. Let's go to Plug Man. Tampon Man. I just want to show you a little bit of this. So also, if you've never owned 9 or 10, that's another reason to get this. And of course, I'm not sponsored. I'm just telling you my opinions of the game, why I think you should get it. Also, for me, capturing gameplay footage has gotten trickier recently because I don't know what happened to my old RCA. Oh crap. Oh crap. Ah, I'm dead. Sorry, my old game capture device was RCA, so I could do like old games and stuff. And the new one that I have, the Elgato, is only HDMI. So capturing classic games has gotten hard. My camera just cut out, I'm not sure why, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video right now. Before I do, I just wanted to show you real quick, I do have for the Famicom Rockman 3, Rockman 4, and Rockman 5. These are awesome to own. One day I'll get 1, 2, and 6, but for now I'm just really happy to have these 3 for the Famicom. This is what the game cartridge looks like. It's Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 for the Switch. You can buy this just about anywhere. It came out a few months ago. And again, I was worried to buy it because of the button configuration, but it's awesome. It's the way you want it to be. Don't worry about that. You can switch it if you want to, which is also awesome. This is a little card they gave you to download Part 2. And it's funny because it says it expires 12/31/2799. So you have almost 800 years to download it before it expires, which is good news. So cool. Thanks for watching. This is JillpooThree, and we'll see you soon, and happy Mega Manning. Mega Manning. Yeah, that works.